Yo, 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 this your boy Thorough, and this is the My Dogs podcast, where my opinions are just my opinions. And I got a good one today. We're gonna talk about the 49ers, how we beat the 49ers, how the 49ers fans start getting butthurt because we beat them. We're gonna talk about PJ Walker and what he did for us to get the win. We won as a team and what that defense did. We're going to talk a little bit about Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson practiced this week, y'all. He practiced 2 days, and we going to talk about that, and we also going to talk about this defense that's just putting up historical numbers, being number one in all the charts. So before I get into all this, I just want to say once again, this is your boy Thorough. This is the My Dogs podcast, and give me 30 seconds.
First, I want to say thank you to Dee and Jimmy Haslam and the Haslam family for giving me this awesome opportunity to be the quarterback of this historical organization in the Cleveland Browns.
Watson looking for the edge. Watson is going to stroll in for the Cleveland touchdown.
He said he had to wait till he come. Hey. And I don't they just took this different. I said they were spoiled fans. They're not used to losing. Like how he said, I mean, it was 5. You was 5-0. You lost one game, and they hurting. They was hurting from it. And hey, I heard a lot of excuses, and I didn't want to hear no excuses. I didn't want to hear no excuse why the Cleveland Browns beat the San Francisco 49ers. Oh, Debo went out. Oh, McCaffrey went out. But y'all had y'all engine. We didn't have our engine. We didn't have an engine. We had PJ Walker, who we just picked up first week practicing. We had a third string. Yes, they are. They are some cry babies. We had a third string in there, and we played. And there you go. We had Chubbs out. We had Chubb out. So and that's what I'm saying. I didn't want to hear no excuses from all these crybabies about why they lost. The referees. Oh, I think they was crying. Was it a pass interference or y'all? My mind. I'm getting old. Was it a pass interference or it was that hit? That hit that they was that they called on us. They was crying about that call where I think we might have been third down or fourth down. I don't know, but I think we end up getting a fresh new downs. They was crying about that call. They was doing a lot of crying, and I had a lot of tissue for it. Here, wipe this up, or give our team, I'm gonna say it, Stefanski, give Coach Stefanski, give him some credit for managing it. He tried to blow it, because how is y'all feeling? Tell me this. I don't know if it's Stefanski or PJ. When we was on the goal line, I think it was going to halftime or something like that. We just wanted 3, or I don't know if it was going to halftime, but we just wanted 3, and he almost threw that pick. Who y'all blame that on? Oh my goodness. I'm like, come on, man. And that's the only thing that the problem I have with players, coaches, owners, everybody in Cleveland. We've been down for so long. Everybody want to be the hero. Let's play some team ball. Everybody, you don't have to be the hero. You do not have to be the hero. Calm down. What we got here? Hey, okay, yeah. Oh, we had a great defense. And I mean, this defense is putting up numbers that ain't nobody have done in a long time. Denzel Ward, man to man. I think he only gave up 1 catch all season. Emerson. It was Emerson. Emerson maybe gave up 2 tops and man to man. I love our corners. I love Newsome, Emerson, and Denzel, Mr. Shutdown number 2. We play man to man out there. We man up with your best wide receivers. How many catches did Kittle have? Kittle had 1 catch for 1 yard. Come on, man. Come on now. Oh no, But look, I'm gonna talk to Stefanski right now. Oh, my man AB. I love AB. I really don't say too much bad about AB, but look, Stefanski and Andrew Berry. Just the little changes that y'all could have did a long time ago. A defensive coordinator. It's only been 5 games, 6 weeks. And look where the stats at if y'all would have been changed. And one of the biggest ones that everybody is sleeping on is a kicker. We got a kicker, y'all. I ain't saying we got a kicker, but we got a kicker that's making some kicks. I ain't gonna hype him up. Then this Sunday he go out there and miss 35 of them in his dome. I ain't trying to boost his head up, but just look what happened when we get a defensive coordinator, almost the same player. Now we upgraded on our defense, but we got a defensive coordinator and a kicker, and our offense ain't even running yet. Our offense is not running on full cylinders. And that's the only reason that I want Deshaun Watson. Before I get into Sean, these penalties. How y'all feeling about these penalties? These penalties we got and turnovers. That's what's been killing us. We got against the Bengals, we had 5 penalties for 43 yards and 2 turnovers. They had 0 turnovers. Pittsburgh, 5 penalties for 31 yards. We did our thing against Pittsburgh, but we still, I don't know how we lost. They had 4 turnovers. We got 2 turnovers. Then against Tennessee, we had 5 penalties for 46 yards. They had 0 turnovers, and we had 1. Baltimore, we got 7 penalties for 42 yards. They got 1 turnover, and we got 3. Then San Fran, 13 penalties. 13 penalties for 119 yards. And they had 1 turnover. We had 2. 13 penalties against San Fran. And I'm gonna get on my man Miles. Miles kept doing all them darn false starts. Miles was trying to get back there. Miles was get back there. Yeah. When you aggressive, and that's why I was saying Miles was just trying to get back there, but they cost, especially on third down. Because we had this problem with Denzel Ward on special teams trying to do that when we was on kicks. I don't know if he's still out there. I ain't paid attention on kicks, but on kicks, Denzel Ward used to block some, and he would jump off sides in a minute. I mean, but you got to pick and choose. You got to time it a little better, especially when we're going up against a big dog. 11 penalties. I know we're aggressive. That's unacceptable. That is unacceptable, and we know Myles Garrett had 3 of those false starts. That just unacceptable. But I mean, did y'all see Myles when he threw Trent Williams? Myles, that's a strong man. And I listened to his press conference, and he was talking about our defensive tackle, and he loved it. He said that big dude. He said he loved it that he's drawing a double team in the middle. So Myles like, man, every time I do that spin, I come in. Y'all want me to go in, but every time I go in, I got that guard right there. He said, I love having him in. Myles is a savage. Myles wants to be the defense. He don't want no more comparisons with JJ Watt. He don't want no more comparison with no rushers. He want to win that title this year. He's going after it. But I mean, the way our defense is playing and the way they playing us, it's going to be hard for him to get the sack title. But I mean, I hope he do it, because like right now we're going up against the Colts. I checked out the Colts stats. The Colts with Gardner Minshew is probably at a 15 to 20% completion rated, or throwing pass over 10 or 20 yards. But he has a 87% on 10 and less. All he do is quick passes. And they know Myles is coming. So they're gonna do some quick passes and all that stuff. Yeah, so I mean, you know what? Let's get into it. I got one question for y'all. Do y'all want Watson to play this week? Talk to me before I give my views. Do y'all want Watson to play this week? Tell me. How did y'all feel about PJ? How did y'all feel about the game plan that? And Ford did his thing. Ford rushed 17 times for 84 yards. He could have had a hundo, and Hunt rushed 12 for 74. But yes. I ain't gonna say depends on his heart. No, man. That's the last thing I'm gonna depend on his heart. We know he got heart. That it just when they asked him 2 days ago, they asked him about the rotator cuff and injury, and Mary Kay asked him, and they can't go back and find any quarterback that ever had this injury. They said maybe Drew Brees, something similar back in the day, but so nobody knows the time frame. Nobody knows nothing about it. So I would never say his heart, because for some strange reason, it's never happened. They can't find a QB that ever had the rotator cuff slight tear or bruise, whatever they want to call it. I asked my doctor, I said, how long is for a rotator cuff bruise? He said, dog, I ain't never heard of that. So that's a term that they just made up, but it got a slight tear. And they said, I forgot the other words they were trying to say in there, but yeah, you like PJ? It's torn. Yeah, and that's they saying a slight tear. They saying a slight tear. All these words that they beating around the bush. They beating around the bush. And Deshaun, when they asked Deshaun about it, because Deshaun got hurt in the game. We all know he got hurt in the game when it happened and all that stuff. And he said he just because as the one comment said, all depends on his heart. We're gonna show you I'm gonna tell you right now about his heart. We already know he got it. Was it second quarter? I think first or second quarter. And when he got hurt, and he said, I just thought it was just a football hit, and I played through it. I thought it was going to be a normal pain. Hey, I'm playing through it. So Hart, he got it. He played the rest of the game with it, throwing the ball, doing whatever he had to do. But you got to take precaution when you start taking X-rays and you do everything else, because everybody want him to come back. And me personally, I want him to sit out one more week, but I want him to play. So I'm 50-50. It really don't bother me. I just know if he go out there and he get hurt again, he's done for the season. So everybody that want to rush him back, when we just beat San Fran, we got the Colts, Seattle, then Arizona. We got some lightweights coming up. That's why I was asking y'all about PJ. I think PJ can handle it, hold it down one more week or so, or with our defense and all that stuff. Because if he gets hurt one more time with that shoulder, he's done. Let's just chalk it. He's done for the season. It's going to be a tear. He's going to probably need surgery. And guess what? He ain't going to heal until next year. And he's done. So I ain't mad at him. Sit out and that's facts. That's awesome. Yeah. He and our running back, they can hold it down. They can hold it down till we completely together. Yeah, because like I said, he's gonna be done. We gotta be patient. But the only reason I want him out there is because teams are starting to jail. When they ain't, it's only like 1 or 2, 3 teams that's out there clicking on all cylinders. That's Miami. Baltimore ain't clicking. We see Philly, they ain't really clicking. We got Kansas City, they ain't really clicking. Besides Miami, they lost one game. Buffalo, they ain't nobody really is clicking on all cylinders. And I don't want them to be jailed and have time with their wide receivers when Deshaun just getting back and still. I don't want him coming back looking like last year's Deshaun. So while we got these light games, he can play. He can play it smart, but and that's the other thing. Another thing about him, about Deshaun playing. I think Deshaun knows who his head coach is. We all fans. We are all fans. And sometimes we are smarter than Stefanski. Stefanski is still going to have this man out here throw 40 times. He going to draw up plays that go deep down the field and hurting. We saw this. We saw this with a hurt Baker. For some reason, I mean, look where PJ stat. PJ threw 34 times. He was 18 for 34 for 192, 2 picks. I mean, he loves to throw the ball for some reason. That's all he know, to throw the ball. So for Watson, I ain't mad at you when you know this coach's reputation and you know he gon' what he want from you, man, set out. But we're gonna a hard decision that the Browns is gonna make is that Stefanski, I still think his comments about Deshaun Watson, he meant them. and he didn't like Deshaun Watson 10 o'clock that morning, saying that he wasn't going to go because now, wait a minute, let me bring my guy in. Wait a minute. Now he's saying, so all Cleveland Browns fans, all you Cleveland Browns fans, what's good? What's good, sir?
Hey, what's good, bro? How you doing?
I'm doing great. This is my guy, Ant
My
Dog.
bro. Yes, sir. How you been,
Yes,
bro?
sir. This guy, I've been seeing him going to every game. And tell him where you from and how did you become a Browns fan from where you're not even from Ohio?
Nah. From Portland, Oregon, Washington State. I spent a lot of time in both states. Became a Browns fan just playing Tecmo Bowl, man. And you get older, you learn the history of your team, and I love the Cleveland Browns, man. We're dying for a championship, and I'm finally here. I'm in the dog pound every game, so we
You
here now.
you ain't old enough to know about Techno Bowl.
Oh, bro, please. I was born in '88, man, so I was definitely playing that in the early '90s. I mean, I'm a little older than I look for sure, but I was definitely getting down that Tecmo Bowl, man. My brother used to whoop me with those Raiders, man. Had Bo Jackson and
Bo Jackson. Oh yeah,
yeah, my dad was a
that was
Patriots
cheat
fan,
code.
so he played. Oh yeah, he was, man. He 5, 6, 700 yards on me every time.
Oh yeah, him and Roger Craig, man. You can call the play and they just go bouncing off and they gone. Yeah,
Oh,
man.
absolutely.
So what have you heard about? Have you heard about this game, Deshaun Watson, PJ Walker? Have you heard anything?
All I seen was Deshaun got upgraded to questionable. Looks like he's been practicing the last 2 days, so I'm gonna assume that he's probably gonna be a game time decision. I heard you right before I hopped on. I'm definitely with you. I think if he's not 100%, man, I think we should just roll PJ for one more game. He didn't play perfect. I mean, my heart almost stopped on that last drive. Thought he gave away that game. It was almost an interception, but
Okay, that's when it was. It was as I tell you, my memory. It was at the end of the game. I thought it was going to halftime. I knew it was going to. It was something was in it.
yeah, if my memory serves me correctly, I mean, I was at the movie lot before the game, but I'm almost positive it was the fourth quarter because I remember it was like, man, we can't have no screw ups right here. But
yeah.
cross-body pass.
Well, I was listening to Tony Grosky. He was giving his little report, and Stefanski. I was just saying before I brought you on, Stefanski is not having no game time decision. Stefanski say tomorrow he will know who the quarterback is. If Deshaun Watson can go, say he can go tomorrow, Deshaun Watson is our starting quarterback. He is not waiting until Sunday.
No,
So,
I mean, he took a lot of the first team reps today from what I was seeing on the
yeah,
social
when
media and everything.
they
So,
say he took all of them.
yeah, so that's a very positive sign. But I mean, when first it was a strain and bruise, then it was like a micro tear. Bernie Kosar was on the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show talking about it because I guess he had that very similar injury in his playing career too. So,
Okay.
we'll see what happens.
Did he say how long? Did he say how long it took him?
I think he said he played through it. I don't even. I mean, I could have been wrong, but no, he definitely was on there talking about having it. He said no, it's definitely like about a 3 week. But he said the crazy part was like he said he didn't even feel any pain with it. It was just the motion just didn't.
Oh,
Different stories, but it was an interesting perspective coming from Bernie Kosar. Because he knows all about it.
As a Browns fan, we knew Bernie Kosar threw side-handed, so that motion probably. I mean, it was.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, oh yeah.
Yeah, so,
Drew Bledsoe too, absolutely.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, about 2 days ago, they had Deshaun Watson and Mary Kay asked him, and they said that Mary Kay said they have never seen anybody with this injury. So I understand with my man Bernie just want to be part of the conversation or something like that. But there's what going by them. I don't know. I ain't a historian of football. No quarterback. Maybe Drew Brees is the only one that ever had a rotator cuff bruise. No, they can't find no other quarterback that ever had this injury.
Being a Browns fan, we've had to deal with a lot of quarterbacks and their shoulder issues, man, last couple of years. So I just want to play it safe, man. I mean, I know PJ didn't play great, but I mean, 1 week of practice, third string guy, 5, 6 games of experience and all that. If Deshaun feels good to go, let's roll with Deshaun. If he still doesn't feel 100%, it's still an early season. We need to just let it. We need to play safe, as far as I'm concerned. Our defense could hold it up if we have to go with PJ. But if it's Deshaun Watson, I'm gonna be happy and excited, and I'm gonna be cheering him on. So we good.
Yeah, and that's what they that's what they saying. They when they talking about tomorrow, he took all the reps, he threw. So when he wake up tomorrow, if he's sore, if it's swollen, then it's a no go. But if he wake up tomorrow and it ain't swollen like it was before, then he's going to be our quarterback. But like I said, we will know tomorrow. Tomorrow we will. They said tomorrow's practice, but I don't even know if they do they practice on a Saturday right before the game.
I think it would just be like walkthroughs. I would think. I don't think they would
that's
do
what I'm
full
like. I
on
mean,
practice. Plus the traveling. Or they have to be traveling because it's in Indianapolis. I know it's not terribly far away, but I mean they got to load up the equipment and all that other stuff, and it ain't a quick process. So
yeah. So that part threw me off, but I mean, but yeah. So what did you think about the 49ers game?
You know what? Going into it, man, I was just like, bro, let's just keep it close, man. I mean, if we don't get blown out like we did against Baltimore, I would have taken that as a positive. I mean, I wanted to win ultimately, but I just, our defense didn't look good against Baltimore. Then we were going to go with PJ Walker. So I was skeptical going into it, but I had to be there, and our defense showed up. Excuse me. We got, a couple, I hate to see players get injured, but, the Niners losing Debo and C-Mac, I think, helped us out a little bit. But look, man, we did what we had to do, man. I mean, even if it came down to a missed kick, we beat one of the top 3 best teams in the NFL with our defense alone. I mean, this defense is just so incredible. PJ wasn't perfect. I mean, I like seeing Kareem Hunt and Jerome Ford. Those guys, were doing their thing. Mark Cooper.
Yeah.
Mark Cooper doing Coop things.
Yeah.
So, I was happy with it. I had to take it with what I could. My bad. Hold on. Let me turn this TV off.
Yeah. Amari Cooper showed his age when he caught that ball when that guy fell and he tried to take off on him. Them dudes walked him down.
Oh, yeah.
Those points, but they walked him down.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But, I mean, it was exactly like that. I was not expecting too high of a high-scoring game.
Me too.
My heart was pumping on that last kick, though, man. But I was in the dog pound, so it was on the other side of the field for me, man. I saw it going up, and I was like, man, that thing's going a little far to the right. I was like, it's still going right. And then, man, once I realized, man, I lost my mind, bro. Lost my mind.
So how do you like the dog pound? How do you like sitting in the dog pound?
I love it, man, because everybody in there standing up, man. It's hard for me to be anywhere else. I got to be seated, because everybody wants to sit down around me, and everyone should have a good view of the game and all that.
You can't sit down at no game.
I'm in the dog pound, man. I get to stand up the whole time. Everyone's cool. It's kind of like an unwritten rule there, I love it, though, man.
I like the 50-yard line. I'm sorry. I like the 50-yard line.
I've never even sat on the sides or anything like that.
Yeah, I need to watch because you only can watch one side. Yeah.
Yeah.
What think about Njoku? When is he going? When he hurt? He been hurt too, but that ain't no excuse.
Oh man, I mean, burn his damn face, man. I couldn't believe it. I saw the pictures. I said, "Oh my god!" And he played through that.
Yeah, that looked bad. But I mean, he's saying Njoku need to have a breakout game. My guy, he gonna lose me a lot of money. It's Elijah Moore. We had so much hope in Elijah Moore, and they already man, because Marquise Goodwin did a little jet sweep. Now they take out Elijah Moore and put Marquise Goodwin in there. Now I'm gonna lose I made so much bets on with that dude, and
oh yeah, hey, I mean he had a good what was it, week 1 or week 2, man? We had 8-9 catches or something, but he didn't really get a whole lot of yards with it. But I mean, dude's hands look nice, but he ain't the Debo Samuel 2.0 I think we all were expecting him to be. But yeah, he needs to have a breakout game for sure. I mean, I think we're trying to use him too much in these little jet sweep and these little Debo style. I just don't think he's that dude. I mean, Debo's a lot bigger, a lot more physically stronger than him, and it's not a knock on who Elijah Moore is, but he's not the same player, man. He's quick, he's fast, he has good hands, but I mean, we just got to use him in the right situations. I think we need to stop being so pretty with him, and just have it go. But yeah, man, that jet sweep for minus 20 yards or whatever that was. Receiver. Man, I couldn't believe it.
What'd you think about DPJ being traded? I think it's coming. I really don't mind it because That's what I was just about to say. I was letting you finish. I think we was on here and I hyped up our wide receiver core.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't none of these cats getting open.
None of our guys are getting separation, man. Separation you
none of
can't.
them.
Nope. And I thought DPJ was going to have a great first half. I mean, I expected that. I think you, me, and Big Dog Willie talked about that when we all chatted. I said, man, look, I don't think DPJ's staying with us, but how you up somebody's trade value, man? You throw him the damn ball. Throw him the ball. You give him them stats. You make them other teams say, oh, man, this Donovan People-Jones guy,
Yeah.
but we're not helping any sort of trade value with that dude right now, unless you want to go back on past tape. I mean, the dude still has, he's still young. He can still have a good career. He can still be a contributor, but we're not helping the cause.
No,
I mean,
not at all. Because besides Amari Cooper, nobody is getting the ball.
nope.
Nobody.
And I thought Cedric Tillman. I mean, I know he was out last game, but I thought Cedric Tillman. I thought he was the big body guy that was gonna. And he ain't done. I mean, he might have one catch. Jordan Akins, the tight end, Deshaun's old teammate, ain't been doing nothing. Harrison Bryant got a touchdown.
Yeah.
Harrison Bryant got a touchdown. I mean, so that's cool. But I agree with you, man. That's one of the biggest problems I see, man. We are having just such difficulty getting separation with our receivers right now.
Oh no, we like DPJ, but I mean,
yeah, hey, DPJ,
we like him. I keep picking him in DraftKings, and I keep picking him on my fantasy. So we know what they're capable of, but what they're going out there and showing on film, it just ain't happening. And that's the only reason why I wanted Deshaun Watson to come back, because he got to gel with his wide receivers, and he got to know where they at. They got to know where he's at and where he's going to throw the ball and all that stuff. But without him out there, there's no connection. And I heard Cooper say something. I might be the only one. Y'all tell me this. Harrison Brickhead. They're getting on your boy Harrison.
hey, you know what? He caught the touchdown though. You crap on him all you want. I mean, he may have been sliding. I mean, he may should have dropped that, but he did give up that interception against the Steelers. But how many other dudes got the touchdowns? I mean, he might be brick hands, but he got a touchdown. Can't take that away from him.
Now tell me, am I tripping, or tell me what do you read by this comment that Cooper said after the game? They asked him about it, and he was saying that he was praying, and he read Elijah Moore and I think Jeremiah. They was praying. He said I never pray for a kicker to miss a kick, but that it happened. But but the one thing that got me was he was like, because man, we needed that. That right there. I mean, I might be looking over when he said, "Man, we needed that." Dude, what do that? Did that mean anything to you?
It's what we needed to win. I mean, we're going to get the ball back. I mean, so either that kick goes in and the 49ers win it, or we miss it and it's gone. I mean, I didn't look too much into that comment. I know exactly what you're talking about.
The way I see that comment is, man, we needed that. Like the locker room and Watson being out, and if we lost that, I'm like, it's all. Did y'all losing faith in the team already? That's how I look into it.
I can see that.
Yeah, I'm like, he was like, man, we really did need that win. I mean, that win. I'm like, it's still.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody wrote off the Browns. Nobody was giving Cleveland a chance in that game. But nobody, not Vegas, none of the TV guys. I mean, I think that was one of the things after the game that they were like, yo, don't count us out. All the NFL Fox guys, everybody they had it 37-13 and stuff on the Browns. I mean, so they hear that noise, whether or not they're good at blocking it out or not. I mean, but
yeah, no, I'm just saying that we got to change for us to be a winning team. We got to change that mentality. There ain't no other teams out there. I mean, they could be 0-4. They might be trying. We got a winning record. We'd have been 500. No, we'd have been 2-3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'd have been 2-3. We won game from 500, and you saying something like that? No, we need you to be confident. Like, nah, we got this. It's still early. I don't need my star wide receiver crying already and not having no hope in the team. That's just me, because I watched Jay Wills. He do suck, but I listened to what's his name? Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams made a statement the other day, and he said, and this is how I want everybody on my team to think. He said, "Yeah, we won, but we got to clean up some things. What I supposed to be happy because we won when we made so many mistakes out there? That's the motivation, and that's the type of players I want on my team. He he wasn't happy with a win. He like, man, I made a lot of mistakes. My teammates made a lot of mistakes. We offense, defense, man. This ain't us. And that's what I need from Coop and whoever's on the team. I need that mentality, because once you get into this loser mentality, then we're gonna stay the same old Browns.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they're doing that behind the locker room. I mean, they've been talking about that even in the offseason. Everyone's coming out at Myles Garrett talking about, oh man, we don't have leaders in this clubhouse. Nobody's vocal, nobody's loud. And people are saying, we haven't had there's not a leader like we had with Baker, blah 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 blah. But it's like, bro, we're not in that locker room, bro. I mean, we only see what we see. I mean, although Cooper did say it out in public, so I mean, what he said out in public is public. But I mean, I don't think. I think there's just a lot of bad things, man. Losing Nick Chubb so early, man. I mean, that was a hard soul of the team, man. You lose the hard soul of any team. I mean, you felt it, even if you weren't in the stadium or on the field with the team, man. You're just like, oh man, that's Chubb, bro. Like that's like the heart and soul of this team right now. Like that's you can't replace that. You can't replace Nick Chubb.
I like the Jarvis Landry, and but that's why I think that he felt that way. We lost Nick Chubb for the season. Then we don't know what's going on with Watson. So he like, man, we needed that until Watson come back. We got to try to figure out some ways to get some wins. It's like, don't doubt it, man. Don't doubt the team. Come out there, because what you think about Coop? I might be done with him.
With Cooper?
Yes. He's not giving me what I wanted.
I mean, he's our wideout one. I mean, I don't disagree with you, but I mean, he's what we got right now. We don't have a whole. We have a lot of salary cap. We don't have a lot of assets to give up. We're trying to go out and get.
We have no choice but to keep him because of money wise. But I want some more dog out of him. I mean, he walking around with his shoes called the route running. He the best route runner. Because check this out. More of that. Like you said, we ain't in the locker room. We don't know what they're saying. More of that Devontae Adams interview. Devontae Adams said, I don't know if he's throwing shade at his coach, if he's throwing shade at his QB, but he said, y'all got to find ways to get me the ball. He said, I know I draw a double team. I know I draw a triple team, but still, I need the ball, and y'all got to find a way to get me the ball. That man,
a star wide receiver. That's a star wide receiver. Jamar Chase did the same thing a couple weeks back. He said, I'm always open.
Yes.
And then he went off for like 2 or 3 touchdowns or something that very next game. I mean, that's a star wide receiver for you right there, man. I mean, what star receiver never said, give me the ball? Keyshawn Johnson, Terrell Owens. I mean, come on. I mean, that's a star wide receiver. Yeah, Coop may not be that vocal about it. I mean, Coop show up to work. Coop show up to work, man.
I like him. I like him. I'm just hoping that comment didn't mean like we don't know what's going on in the locker room. Is the locker room like, dang, this season over with? That's all I'm hoping, that they don't think that the season is over with. Or they thought the season was over with if we'd have lost to them.
Man. There's a bunch of pros in there, man. We ain't even at the halfway point, man. We got some more divisional games coming up, man. I mean, we only beat Cincinnati so far. I mean, so it's gonna be a hunt in our division. We do have a couple, but I don't even want to say we got easy opponents coming up. With Arizona and a few other games that maybe on schedule you say, "Dub, man, this is the NFL, bro. Yeah, anything can happen. True. I ain't counting out nobody."
Yeah, true. I mean, it's the NFL, and we're supposed to beat the Colts with Watson.
Just our defense. Our defense is down in Minshew, man. Yeah, yep. I mean that alone. I wasn't worried about that. I just said, bro, after what we saw with that, I said, bro, there's no way our defense doesn't shut down the Indianapolis Colts. I mean, even with Anthony Richardson, who's a talented kid, but he a rookie in our defense, man. I mean, Jim Schwartz is just that dude, man. We need to give him a statue before his time's up. That man is night and day between him and Joe Woods. It is just so night and day. I can't believe just how fast our defense attacks, our schemes, how we move guys around, bro. Jim Schwartz. I'm gonna start a petition to get him a statue outside the stadium once his days are done.
And that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. I was getting on Stefanski and AB. Like, man, we got a defensive coordinator, and everybody keep forgetting about our kicker. That was one of the main.
And our kicker actually making stuff now. Yeah, yes. Dustin, man. Thank God, bro. Thank God. Thank God, bro.
man. But are you scared of the two-headed monster in Indy? Zach Moss and Jonathan Taylor?
Not at all. Not with that D line. Not with this defense. Nah. I mean, they might still get their stats and everything. I mean, I'm not saying we're gonna completely shut them out. I'm just not too worried. I mean, Gardner Minshew's a good quarterback too. He's got that Minshew magic. Ryan Fitzpatrick 2.0. Can't count him out. He's a leader. He seems to show up when he has to. But this defense, man, I just can't see it happening, bro. Quite frankly, there's gonna be a lot more than Zach Moss and Jonathan Taylor. Quite frankly, so
yeah.
We'll see though.
What are you looking? What you looking out of our offense this week? What is, if you was the head coach calling the plays and you know what's going on with Watson? How many? Well, it all depends on how the game's going. But what did you looking to? What's your game plan going against the Colts? They got a stout defense too.
One thing a lot of people ain't talking about, man. Guess who has a lot of familiarity with just being in Indy. Got a lot of familiarity, Mr. Deshaun Watson, because he came from Houston, and that was his old divisional rivals. Now, granted, they ain't the same head coach, same this, same that. But you do what we did last game, bro. We used Hunt, and we used Jerome Ford, get those guys going, run off the play action, try to get Njoku involved, get Cooper's looks. Elijah Moore, he ain't got to be, don't got to be no fancy jet sweeps with him, man. Just have him running solid routes, the unders, get him his balls, and let the defense just put us in good positions to win. Yeah, that's simple.
We can even do the RPO game, like my man said. Hunt and Ford should be our victory. Even though Watson is out there, he's still rest. He still should be resting past when he has to. We gonna take a shot here and there. But I mean,
if he can really throw that long ball, keep playing up the hurt shoulder up until Sunday, man. And play safe for a couple drives, and then just do a little play action, and just have Watson just bomb one down to Goodwin or Elijah Moore or whoever just opened downfield, or DPJ, man. Just show everybody, like, yeah, what shoulder? I want Deshaun to do the guitar thing again. I want Deshaun to do the guitar again too.
I'm scared of the deep ball. I don't want him. I don't want him throwing not one.
If he's healthy enough, I'm not saying just throw one to throw one, but if you know for sure that he can throw one, bro, let Indianapolis see if Deshaun can't throw that deep ball, and then just hit him with it out of nowhere. Just hit him with it.
Hey, start off the game with one.
I'll take that too.
Marquise,
there we go.
deep.
Exactly.
Because they already, if they know he's hurt and he can't throw the deep ball, I know we want to run Ford and Hunt. But they're going to stack the ball, so they already know. We're going to keep everything short. We're going to keep everything under 20 yards because of the rotator cuff. So we think we got an easy, like you said, it's I called it easy, but you're right. There ain't nothing easy, but they're going to keep everything short. And our line going to have to step up. Will's going to have to hold. And
have to, man. And Juwan Jones, man, he's been doing a pretty damn good job out there too, man. Juwan Jones, man. Bro, I saw that man at training camp, and I'm seeing it. Every time I see that dude on the field, man, it still amazes me just how much he towers over everybody. That man, he's a giant among men, bro. Mm-hmm. I'm just like, my God. I mean, that dude, phenomenal. Just so happy he's on our team, man. So happy.
Just imagine, because I tell everybody, because somebody called me and was like, where Myles Garrett at? I mean, I said, Where they in at? Where they in? They went up against a rookie, and this is what
happened. This is where Myles Garrett's at.
That's
where he's at. Every play, man. It is so frustrating.
they hold him so much, but they get they get rid of the ball so fast. He's always back there. Miles ain't taking no games or no plays off.
Not at all.
Miles is there, but
Mm-hmm.
we shut down. He got what was it at the end of the game? I think he ended up getting one sack. He came out with
Yeah,
one sack. So I mean that's good for a rookie. That is good for a
absolutely.
rookie to go up against what they call I think they say he the number one pass rusher in the league.
Yeah, he's top in there for sure. I don't know the
Yeah.
exact stats, but every time I see it now, he's in the high percentile of offensive linemen right now. So I'm happy we got him, man. And speaking of that defense too, man, Martin Emerson and Grant Delpit, man, them two dogs, them two dogs. Grant Delpit had like like over 4 or 5 tackles, man. Like every game, damn near. That man's everywhere, all over the field, man. All pro this year. Hope he
Oh,
makes the Pro Bowl.
when
That man is a dog. That man is a dog.
you know he led the team in tackles last year.
Oh, he definitely did. I remember that. He's been on my draft teams parlay every game too. I'm hitting that over 4.5 tackles and assists every game, man. He's hitting it for me too. So
Mm-hmm. And
he's
and
good.
and and I think we had that conversation. I asked you who did you want on the end, Emerson or Newsom, and y'all kept trying to put Emerson out there. I'm like, nah, he ain't ready for that. But Newsom, no, they got Newsom in the they got Newsom playing the nickel. Newsom in the slot.
That's a good question. I can't remember off the top of my head, to be honest with you.
Yeah, wait a minute, because I always thought Emerson playing out there. Yeah, Emerson playing out there on the island, and Newsom is in the nickel, because they keep saying Newsom is the best nickel corner in the league.
Yeah. No, I
So
like that secondary too, man. Especially Denzel Ward, man. You know, he was the one that dove after that kicker on that kick. Yeah, he
mm-hmm.
hit the Superman on him, trying to block that kick.
the
That's my dog right there.
the only thing that we missing, we're not getting no turnovers, but in preseason, Thornhill was picking them things off, and he ain't
Yeah,
got
he
one
was.
yet. He ain't got. I don't know if they ain't throwing
Not
deep,
yet.
or I thought he was gonna be back there like Ed Reed.
Yeah. He's still making an impact on that team, man.
Oh
He's
yeah,
still
no,
making
no,
an
I
impact.
ain't saying
So
ain't nothing. I just thought that was. I just thought that was going to be a fact. Maybe probably because we playing so much man that everything's being swatted down. But we ain't playing in zone, so we're not getting those picks that everybody
yeah,
else get.
most
But how you
definitely.
like Dalvin?
Oh, I like Dalvin. I like Dalvin. He's good.
Yeah,
We got a beat up line. That's what we've been needing,
yeah.
especially from last season, man. We got Z, we got Dalvin, double O.
Yeah.
We gotta get some size on that D line, man. Something we liked last year, heavy. That's why our teams were able to run it on us, and we got it now.
And that's what Miles. That's what I was talking about earlier. That's what Miles was talking about. He was happy to have him because he said he might not have the stats everybody's doing. He said he's a dog. He's the reason why that defense is running like that, because he's demanding a double team every
Yep,
play. Yeah, so he love it. He love it. And
absolutely.
man, this defense, I can't wait for the offense to. If this offense can get going, I I I thought I know we was gonna make the playoffs, but I think we this could be, if the offense get going, this is a Super Bowl team.
Hey, to have the defense stay elite, man, is going to keep our offense in positions in great field positions.
Yeah.
That's what a great defense does, man.
So
We don't need Deshaun to be throwing. I said it when we talked before the season started, man. Our we don't need Deshaun to be throwing 250, 300, 400 yards a game.
yeah.
Now if his defense plays good, man, he can play like Brian Hoyer or Jacoby Brissett for all I care, man. If that defense puts
Yeah,
us in good positions, we thought Chubb was going to be around. I said we can still run have Nick Chubb be our number one option going forward, man. That contract was for a Super Bowl, man. It wasn't for us to have a Dan Marino. I like to have it, but I wanted, that money's all about Super Bowl ring, man. Like his stats, as long as we win, man, I couldn't give any more, couldn't care any less about what his numbers are, man, because it's
yeah.
that's what that contract's about.
I really don't care about his none of that stuff. But if you was knowing the team and where you want to go, and if you was AB, Are you looking for a corner? I mean, are you looking for another wide receiver, or you think just because Deshaun hasn't been out there, we really don't know what we have at the wide receiver position?
I'm prioritizing replacing Wills more than getting a wide receiver. Personally, that would be my biggest priority. Give him protection. The more time your quarterback has, the more time your receivers have to get open. So I
Mm-hmm.
would put replace the Wills at the top of my list. I'm not against us going after a wide receiver. It's just a matter of who we going after and what do we have to give up for it.
Yeah, I'm just
I mean,
I'm just wondering, like you say, he need more time, but I got to go back and look at some more film. And are they really getting open? I don't know. I haven't been
nah.
going
Because the
back
only
and
two
looking
names
at
I'm
my.
hearing right now really are Jerry Judy and Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams, we'd have to give up a lot for him, especially
Yeah,
since we
now
don't have a
now
lot
we
of
ain't.
draft capital. Jerry Judy, I mean, after Steve Smith roasted him, I ain't saying Jerry Judy's a bad player, but I mean, is
But
he, is he just going to come to this team and is he just going to be similar to Elijah Moore, a guy that's going to come in and we're going to have all these expectations and he's just going to be that third string wide receiver that Steve Smith called him out on as? I mean, Steve Smith, I mean, but I respect what he says about wide receivers, whether
yeah,
you like it or not, find it respectful, disrespectful. He's played that position and he was damn good at it too.
yeah.
So
One
if he's
and
calling somebody out, I'm gonna take it.
my brother's a Denver fan, so and what
Oh man,
they hearing is Judy most if he go anywhere right now the top dog is the Colts. The Colts is looking at him.
that makes sense.
Yeah. So I
And,
mean, we
yeah,
was
I mean,
looking
just
at him
it's just a
early,
matter
but
of
I
like
don't
what
know
comes
about
out
now.
there, and also backup quarterback too, man. I mean, we hope and pray that Sean doesn't go down again, but
That thank
do
you
we,
for
do we
bringing
trust
that up.
DTR and PJ?
Thank you.
Uh, No, but the problem with trying to find a backup quarterback right now is you got to find someone that matches Deshaun's skill set as closely as possible. You can't go from a Deshaun Watson style quarterback and then go and try to get like a Carson Wentz or somebody of that nature, man. That just throws off the whole offense, the whole playbook, and we're too late into the season to try to redo
Yeah.
the whole entire offense because of it. You know what I mean? I had this conversation a couple days ago, and the only person that comes to mind, honestly, is Tyler Huntley from the Ravens, but he's really not all that good. He's just a dude that's mobile, and but that that's also a divisional guy. Like Baltimore may not even want to trade him, even if we gave a good package. Like not gonna give us their backup quarterback for Lamar Jackson, but ain't too many guys that can match that skill set, man. I mean, they do with PJ and DTR, but DTR ain't ready, and PJ just we ain't trusting him playing 3 or 4 more games, man. I'm just not trusting it.
Well, we got some decisions to make with PJ Walker. Thank you for bringing that up because that's what I wanted to talk about. Is you're only allowed to elevate a practice squad player 3 times,
Hmm.
and after the third time, which is this week, we elevate them. They can never be elevated back to the starting roster again. So we're gonna have to sign him or send him back to the practice squad, and he will never be back on our active roster again. So that's a decision that the Browns are going to have to make with with him.
Yep.
And I don't know if he did enough that somebody else might want to steal him off of our practice squad, and just to be mean and be like, hey, if Deshaun go down, we already know DTR ain't it. Y'all done. Somebody just to that just me being I'm that type of person. And when I play DraftKings or fantasy, I go take somebody so you can't have them. I just
Hmm.
weaken a team. I don't want them. I'm just gonna bring them over here because you can't have them.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's what we're gonna have to we're gonna most likely we're gonna probably end up signing him and just having 3 quarterbacks because they was talking about that we just put somebody else on the IR. So now we got an extra roster spot. Because before, if we would have signed him, we would have had to send somebody down to the practice squad. But somebody, I forgot what name they said, he got hurt and he's on the practice squad.
Got you. Yeah, and for the record, I'm not even mad about the Josh Dobbs trade because everybody started talking about that Josh Dobbs trade, but the compensation we got back for him, we were never going to get that ever again for it.
Yeah.
So I said, I ain't mad that we traded him, but we should have had a little bit of a better plan going forward, man. I mean, like DTR had a great preseason, man, but it ain't
Yeah.
the same when you're playing in the real game, though, man.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
just
I
not the
mean,
same. I did not have that confidence as him being our number two, but I say, hey, look, if he proves me wrong, I'll come out here and say it. Hey, I was wrong. I underestimated the brother, man, but that man is not ready. He looked just like what he is, a fifth round quarterback who needs a lot more time. He needs to bulk up too, because that man took a beating.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
man took a beating in Baltimore, and I'm like, man, he needs to. I'm nowhere to talk. I'm a small dude myself, but I'm also not out there getting hit by 270 plus pound men. You know what I mean? So I was just like, I just want to look out for that dude's long term. Long term, you know what I mean? Because he just took a whooping in that Baltimore game. I felt so bad for him.
Oh yeah, no, I ain't mad at that, Josh. I mean, nobody expect Watson to get hurt, and the way that DTR, besides one time, every time he got in the game in preseason, he scored. So he looked at like he was gonna be something. So
Absolutely.
anybody saying that now, come on, man, you can't. Nobody was going to expect that DTR was going to look like this. Deshaun Watson was going to miss multiple games or might miss the rest of the season. Ain't nobody know that. So I mean, we needed the roster spot to bring more cats in for our defense. So I'm not mad at that. Do you have a score?
I don't have a score. I think we're gonna win by. I mean, if I was in Vegas, I said we're gonna win. We're gonna win by at least 10 points. I think our defense is gonna shut down Indianapolis.
No.
It might be looking close, like early on and all that, but no, I think the defense is gonna show up. We're gonna stay in good positions. I'm just expecting a W, man. Honestly, I ain't really got nothing else. I might not be taking this game too seriously because I'll be flying to Seattle next Friday. I'll be in Seattle for that Seahawks game, so I'm really happy for that one. That's gonna be a not an easy one to predict, man. Seattle ain't looking too bad themselves either. So.
Oh yeah, no. But yeah. You got to give me a score. I always gotta get some scores. I got to get a score.
Man,
I know we're gonna win, but
yeah. All right, man. You know what? I'll say 28-13. 28-13.
28.
Yep.
That's a healthy Deshaun 28.
We got a good running game too. We got a good running game too. So I'm just gonna go with that one right there. I'm gonna say one touchdown each quarter. I'll take that. And then Indianapolis, they'll get a couple field goals, a garbage time touchdown, and we'll be going to Seattle, face a tough Seahawks team. So that's my prediction.
I'm 24-13.
I like that. That's good too.
24-13 because we like how you said, there ain't no sorry teams. It's the NFL, and that's a clicking team. We're not clicking enough to put up 20. I know they got. I think their secondary is rookies, or but Deshaun can't throw deep, and that's a clicking offense. If we put up 28 points, whew, the fancy called a great game.
I'm worried about that. If it throws away that Denny's menu of analytics numbers, we might be able to do that.
Oh yeah,
all them analytics.
That's my dog. I'll be trying to get him on, but
I gotta be better.
Fridays is his date nights, and
well, I'll start adjusting that around, man. I love being on here, bro. So I need to commit more time to it, man. I'll just show up a little bit later than I usually do, man. It's always too much fun, Brody. That's why I reached out to you.
Oh yeah, and I thank you. But
always, bro, always.
Yes, sir. But that's my time, and I just want to thank you for coming on. Thank you for being a guest. Hope to see you again next week. We're going to Seattle. What day you getting on the plane? You leaving? What day you leaving out?
Next Friday. So I'll land in Seattle around 3:30 in the afternoon. And then that Saturday night, there's a big tailgate party from the Seattle Browns backers that they're hosting. So I've been on Twitter trying to advertise it. Should be a lot of folks there. And then still trying to figure out my ticket situation. My buddy who lives in Seattle, he has like a lot of plugs for tickets. So he's just kind of waiting to find the best value right there. But even if it's down to the last minute, man, I'm gonna be in the Hawks Nest. I'll be
there.
You
can't get the scalpers notes, whatever they call no more, because everything's digital. Got to be on your phone, so you ain't got nobody out there trying to sell no tickets no more.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, and I got some friends from back home whose family are season ticket holders. So we're gonna get our tickets, man. I didn't fly out there just to watch it at a bar. I promise you that, man. If it's the last up to the last minute, man, I'm gonna be in that stadium.
Okay,
So I'm stoked.
well, tell everybody where they can find you at, so they can, because they see you at the game. They see some people see some of your posts, but people that don't know who you are and what your social medias and all that stuff. I know he ain't old as me, so he's not a Facebook guy. He's the
Oh, I got Facebook.
he has it. Everybody has one, but he's
Yeah,
active. He's active on IG and all that stuff. So what's those
yeah.
handles that they can follow you?
Oh yeah, just right beneath it. If y'all have see the same thing I see, just
Okay.
Ant
Same
Dog
thing.
Vintage on all of them. Yep, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. I haven't been that active lately. I need to get back on that. But yeah, man, I'm a big Browns collector, big Browns fan, man, and hit me up anytime. You want to talk about the Browns, man? I'm always open to talking about it. So yeah, just hit me up on there, and then I'm on Facebook as well, just Anthony White. You can share my thing, whatever. Folks want to add me, whatever. That's cool too.
And one more thing before I get you up out of here. Now,
Yes, sir.
you're younger than me, and how long have you been doing the vintage stuff? Because I told my wife I've been seeing people the throwbacks, the vintage, whatever you want to call it, is that the new trend, or is that just you? Because I'm seeing a lot of people, even when some of the players be walking to the game, they got their old stuff on. What is that something? Is that the new thing?
It hasn't really been new. It's probably going on for like quite some time, but I just think every day there's always somebody like just somebody brand new gets into it, man. I mean, younger people are getting older, and then they want to start collecting stuff that is vintage to them. It may not be vintage to me, but it's vintage to them. But I think I showed you last time, but for the folks that I can't reverse my camera on this app,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But
Ooh,
I'm
show
I'm all about my jackets, though, man. I love my jackets. Those are like my main thing. These are all old
them.
school starters. You know what I mean? All different colors, all different. It's probably my new favorite one right here. It's that paint splash
Mm,
right there. Yep, keeps me warm.
that's
So I'm excited to wear this one once the weather allows for it. And then
that one
this
looked like
brown.
Marty Schottenheimer had on.
Oh yeah, the Bill Belichick. Yeah, this
Oh,
this
that Bill
duffel
Belichick.
bag,
That's what yeah.
this brown bag right here. This is all my brown home jerseys. Is stuffed in there. Just all brown home jerseys, all vintage ones too. Nothing new. Everything that's new is on the rack behind me, including my Jim Brown. But yeah, man, I love collecting it, man. I'm a big collector. I got a couple of sports cards too. I don't really get into the sports cards too much just because it's like the sneaker game. It's just so crazy. Everything's so limited. It's hard to get. I don't really do the autographs really either. But I'm
Yeah.
starting to get into like the ticket stubs now too, though.
Okay.
So
Okay.
so yeah, I'm a big history buff, man. I love it all. The books, the clothing, anything I can get my hands on, bro. That's vintage Browns. I'm all for it. So it's
All right.
I'm running out of room, but I'm finding places to put all this stuff too, man. Oh, and then oh yeah, this right here is my favorite piece up right here.
Ooh.
The
Ooh.
final play from '95 before they left. I believe that's Bernie Kosar right there. But yeah, this is like a popular art print that they were selling like
Nah,
between
that
95
is
96.
that's not Bernie.
See, I thought it was Bernie though, just only based off like the taped up ankle right there, just the style of that shoe. I could be wrong. I'm
One
not
of
100% on that, but
the only reason that I say that's not Bernie is because I had Ray Show Dog on, and I think he got that picture. He might even have that cape, and he said I forgot. He said the player's name, and
oh, okay. I just met Ray a couple weeks ago too on another podcast. Man, he's a cool
oh
dude,
yeah,
man. That's
oh
my
yeah,
dude
oh
right
yeah,
there.
yes he is. That's my
Yeah.
dog right there.
Yes, sir. I need to go down to Youngstown, man. I need to go through that house, man. All that stuff that he had, man. I was getting envious. I was getting jealous up in there.
Oh yeah, I went down. I
Yeah.
went to Youngstown. Had to go do the interview. I did an interview with him. Have you saw everything?
No, he just showed off a couple pieces. 'Cause I showed off a few of my pieces, and he started saying, "Oh, hold on, let me show you something." And he just, I mean, he kept one up on me. But hey, he's from Ohio. He's
When
got a couple of years on me, so rightfully so. But man, I was just like, man, I got a far way to go. I got a
when,
long
when
way to go.
whenever you get time, go on YouTube, My Dog's podcast, and he's
Yeah.
like my second interview, and it's the Ray Show Dog Part 2, because I think part one I just talked to him, but Part 2 we go through it all. We show the car. He got about like 8,000 rooms. Jim Brown has his own room. Oh man, you man. And whenever you get
I'll have to check that out.
Check that out. Yes,
I definitely will, bro, for sure.
All right. Well, this is my time. I thank you for coming on and
yes, sir. Thank you.
showing me some love. This is the My Dogs podcast, where
Go Browns.
opinions go Browns, where my opinions are just my opinions. We out.
Yep.
Thank you, sir.
Peace. Take care. Yes, sir.